Okay. I understand why the cantor has such short hair when I do this. But I'm too vain. I forgot to charge mine, but I have 47. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Well, that was so good. Usually I have to be like, say it again, but you did a great job, so good work. I'm Rabbi Rachel Schmelkin. I'm one of the rabbis here at Washington Hebrew, and this is Cantor Susan Bortnick. We are so delighted to be here with all of you this evening. Thank you for, did you have drizzling weather? No, I haven't been outside in a long time, apparently.
It was drizzling when we came.
It was drizzling when we came. Anyway, so in a moment, I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself to someone sitting near you, share where you're from, and the question I was thinking about today comes from the fact that my children now are in this weird period between camp and school where they have no camp or school. And that means that before our nanny arrives, I'm doing a lot of sitting on the floor and currently doing Mr. Potato Head, which is not a toy I played with as a child, but is apparently one that my daughter really enjoys. So my question for you is, what is a toy that you remember really loving to play with when you were a kid? Mine was Barbies, not potato heads. And so you'll do that. You'll introduce yourselves. You'll say where you're from. You'll name a toy. Ready, go.
Oh, we can.
So it's awesome that I have to interrupt your conversations. And as I always feel so strange about, is that I have to tell you all to be quiet for me to talk. You be quiet so we can talk and sing. But we want you to sing with us. And a couple of things I just want to say before we dive into more prayer and more singing. I know we have some guests here tonight who may not be as familiar with our services. And so know that you'll be praying from the prayer book, the navy blue prayer book that is in the seat in front of you if you're brand new here or to a synagogue for the first time. And as a reminder, the prayer book opens right to left, which is the direction that Hebrew goes in. And so if for any reason you don't have one of those prayer books, ask someone around you who looks like they know what they're doing, and they can help you. There are a lot of people who do. So.
And we'll do our best to give you page numbers. And also, if we're singing from the Hebrew, just know that just to the left of the Hebrew is going to be the transliteration if Hebrew doesn't work for you.
Okay.
All right,
so we are page 12.
Page 12. Sing a new song. we join together in Or Zarua.
So turning now to these words of L'chadodi. Let's take a breath. I like to always take a breath together. Try to let go of the week a little bit. I hope you had a great week, but there's usually something in our week that's aggravating or frustrating or difficult to deal with. And so this is that moment. We try to kind of breathe that out and let that go and say it's over, it's Shabbat, it's time to rest, and to really kind of let that relaxation into your body, into your soul. And so we'll do that as we sing L'chadodi together on page 20. We will sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9 together. And when we get to that last verse, we will imagine like the Sabbath bride, a great holiness entering into our congregation, and we will rise together.
we take our seats, we turn to page 24, and we sing Shalom Aleichem together. It's the Shalom Aleichem we've learned the last few weeks. And in Lecha Dodi that we just sang, we welcome Shabbat as our bride. And Shalom Aleichem is a traditional song that is a prayer that is chanted on the Friday evening of Shabbat. And so we join together. Shalom Aleichem, Aleichem Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi-melech Hakim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we rise for our call to worship on page 28. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. And we continue now with Ahavat Olam on page 32.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Ahavta, Torah
be seated as we turn to page 36. Ve'avta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha v'hayu hadevarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha b'derech uvshochbecha uvkumecha uvshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uchtatam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru basitem et kol mitzotai vitem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lehiot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
And we continue with our song of freedom, Mi Chamocha, which you can find on page 40. Baruch atah Adonai Yisrael. And we continue with our prayer that is inserted into our service only for the evening service, only in the evening hours. It's a prayer where we ask for a little extra protection for those hours when we know that we won't be able to protect ourselves in the same way. And so we turn to Hashkivenu, which you can find on the inside of your This Week. And that way you have the English for the version we'll be doing.
Rosalie. beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right, O Adonai. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, leshalom. Beha'amidenu shomreinu lechayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Ooh, 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 ooh. We turn to page 54 for our prayer of Shabbat, our prayer of gratitude that we have this opportunity to rest, to reset, to come together in community in this way, and sing, I would say, so beautifully together. They sound so good.
Oh. We're getting very spoiled by your singing.
Yeah, don't ever stop.
We rise for the Amidah as we turn to page 48. Adonai sefatai tiftachu fi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Hanora, El Elyon.
טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה.
Page 50.
אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה רב להושיע. מוריד אתה, מחלקל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל.
Page 52.
אתה קדוש בשמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. We can be seated. And please join me in English at the top of page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. So we come now to our favorite part of the service. I should say. I know it's your favorite part. Is it your favorite part?
The whole thing's my favorite.
The whole thing's your favorite.
Ask my children, I don't have favorites.
You don't have favorites?
No,
Okay.
I actually don't.
Well, we are going to hear some of the wonderful things happening in your life, and I'm only going to call on a few people, so don't abuse my having trouble not calling on people. Okay, let's go Jeannie and then Howard.
So I would love to welcome the chaplain class from Homeland Security. They came here and they're from all over the country.
The chaplain class of Homeland Security is here, and they've come from all over the country. Welcome, and thank you for your service. That gets a round of applause. Howard.
Yes, I have a new grandson.
What? Oh. Yes.
Modim
Oh my gosh. Kara.
Thank you,
We
Kara.
all say, Modim anachnu lach. I love that.
Wait, we should actually explain. So
Yes.
the words we're saying, Modim anachnu lach, are on the top of page 58. And those, Modim anachnu lach is literally, we are grateful. And so we say that after each of our celebrations, our simchas, our joys.
Okay, I'll do that again.
Okay,
Perfect.
go ahead.
Thank you.
Great, now we can all practice.
I have a new grandson who was born July 26th. His name is Julian, and he is named for my grandfather.
Oh,
He came to the United States at age 16
wow.
in 1904 by himself.
Wow.
And he changed his name from Yudel to Julius.
Oh.
Wow.
My grandson's name is Julian Duke for his grandmother, whose last name was Duke, Baumstein Wigmore. Julian Dick Baumstein, Julian Duke Baumstein Wigmore.
You'll
I
practice
cannot,
that.
I cannot,
Modim anachnu lach.
I cannot sum that all up, but I will say a new grandson, Julian, born July 26th, name connected to family ancestors who came here, I'm guessing from Eastern Europe. Modim
good. Modim
anachnu
anachnu
lach.
lach.
Janice.
So about a year ago, I started pushing myself to get stronger, and this week I deadlifted 200 pounds.
Whoa!
Deadlifting 200 pounds. That's awesome. Okay. Modim anachnu lach.
lach.
All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you who I'm taking. Oh, man. Susan.
What?
Okay. All right.
I'll keep the birthday blessing short. Go
Okay.
for it.
Della, You're next.
We're making good time. We're good.
Okay.
My dad just started, he's biking across the country. He's going from Portland to Portland, and it's expected to take around 47 days. So, and he just started yesterday.
Wow, her dad is taking a
Wow.
bike ride Portland to Portland. Will take probably 47 days. Amazing. Modim Anach Nulach. Yes. Oh, grandson's bar mitzvah in 3 weeks. Modim Anach Nulach. Yes.
Billy.
To do what? Harm reduction when she goes back to college. Did I get it right? We'll say Modim Anach Nulach. That's so important. Adina? You saw a whale in the wild for the first time? That's so, I've seen that. It's so amazing. It's amazing. Let's say Modim Anach Nulach and Lou. Lou or Louisa, which these days? You don't care. All right, Lou. You're going to the beach for Saturday and Sunday? Do you think you're going to see a real live whale out in the ocean? Probably not. Not
Will
this
you eat
time.
some ice cream, though?
Yeah. All right.
Eat some ice cream for us.
Modim
Modim
Anach
Anach
Nulach.
Nulach.
Okay, and the very last one, but not least. Oh, so thank you for the beautiful segue
Perfect
for
segue.
birthday blessings. So if you have an August birthday,
August
we're going to ask
birthdays,
you
come
to
on
come on up. The price is right. No one liked that this time.
I think it's funny every time.
Just come, yeah, you can stand by the flowers. Yeah,
Come on, up,
on the
come
floor
up.
in front of the bima. And if you're a guest here and you have an August birthday, you can be blessed.
Anybody
too.
with an August birthday.
Anyone with an August birthday, whether it's your first timer, you know, 11th time, 1100th time here. Thank you.
Laps July also works. Is there another coming? Okay, we'll wait. It's okay. We're not in a rush. It's Shabbat. We have 24 hours. They like that one.
Wow. I just want people on the live stream to hear that one person who's coming up just turned 90 years old.
Yes.
What a blessing.
So you stand here, as others have done every month, and you are born in this month of warmth and of joy because it's still mostly summer break. Where I grew up, it was all summer break, but here apparently it's not. But it's a month filled with warmth, with beauty, because we have all the flowers and the green outside. And we hope as you come to this birthday, this special birthday this month, that it is the start of a year filled with warmth, a year filled with joy, and a year filled with beauty, whether it comes from outside or within. And we hope that you are surrounded by those who love you and surrounded by those who bring you joy in this coming year. And next year, when we see you, may you continue to be able to share that you have thrived for another year. And may you grace our bima once again. And we hope that your birthday is filled with cake and all the good things in life that you love. So we wish you a happy birthday. And we sing Shehachianu, our prayer of gratitude, thanking God for allowing all of us, but especially you, to reach this month of celebration. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehachianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Happy birthday.
We take a few moments for private prayer, the prayers of our hearts, maybe prayers of gratitude, maybe prayers of pain. maybe prayers of awe, prayers of regret, prayers of hope.
Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai. Achat sha'alti ota vakesh. Achat sha'alti me'et Adonai. Achat sha'alti ota vakesh. Lachazot b'noam Adonai. Ulevaker b'chechalom. Lachazot b'noam Adonai. To gaze upon the beauty of Adonai. One thing, I ask you, Adonai, to be with you all of my life. One thing, I ask you, Adonai, to be with you all of my life.
So we come now to a prayer for Israel. And I want to preface what I'm going to say right now with, well, I'm nervous to ever say anything. Let's start there. Because it's complicated and it's hard and it's difficult. And as you know, I was just in Israel not that long ago. Cantor Bortnick was just there. And I don't know how many of you follow the news regularly of what's going on in Israel, but this week in particular has been a pretty bad one. There has been a lot of violence in the West Bank. And again, I say I'm scared to even say words because I know some call it the West Bank and some call it something else and some call it something else. I'm going to call it that for right now. And there has been a lot of violence from Jewish extremists this week. And that is not Judaism. And I feel that I have to say that. Every so often, I have to say that, just as I call out all of the other things that aren't okay. And so when I say this prayer, I say it with hope for peace and hope for violence to stop against us and to hope for violence to never come from us as well. And so I'll invite you to turn to page 250, is it 253?
259.
259. And I think if you really pay attention to the words of this prayer, you see that it encompasses so much, actually. And so I'll invite you to read it, or 253 or 259?
259.
259. Thank you. O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, Bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there, to which we say amen.
And at this time in our service, we think of all of those whom we hold in our hearts who are in need of some type of healing, whether it's healing of mind, healing of body, or healing of the soul. And so I invite you, as my hand passes across the room, if you have a name to share for someone who you are thinking of in this moment who needs healing, however you define healing, to please share their name with us. Or you can just lift up their name in your heart if you don't want to say it out loud. In addition to these names who you've shared, we also think of in our congregation Claire Planton, Helene Kershaw, Edward Rizzoli, Sandy Zober, J.R. Ridley, Barbara Roth, Nick Traeger, Tom Kershaw, and Philip Bakerman. And we share these words, Misha Vera, which you can find on page 253. Sheberach Avoteinu Mekor HaBeracha L'Avoteinu Misheberach Imotenu
going to organize a little bit first. I'm like the woman of 1,000 papers right now. Last month, I was out to lunch with a friend and fellow Jewish professional. There was something I was eager to ask her about. The specific details are not important for this Devar Torah and may even distract from the larger message, so I'm going to keep it vague. An organization she supports had reportedly taken an action with which I strongly disagreed, or at least that's what I had heard. That's not true, she said, rightfully taken aback. Wait, it's not? I replied, embarrassed. That's not what happened, she said with agitation. I thought to myself, how did I get that wrong? I heard it from a reliable source. Except that I didn't. Not exactly. I heard it from a reliable relative who saw it on X. But I hadn't actually looked up the full story myself. Part of what my relative told me was true, but the other part was not. And while I still didn't support the part that was true, the action taken was less extreme than I had originally thought. I was relieved that I had asked my friend directly and had only shared the inaccurate information with one other colleague. The next day, when I spoke to my relative and saw my colleague, I immediately let them know I had misspoken, because the truth matters. This week's Parsha, Shoftim, includes one of numerous places our Torah speaks about truth and lies, and in particular, bearing false witness. Here's what it tells us. If someone falsely accuses someone else of doing something wrong, the two parties must go before the religious and legal authorities who are responsible for investigating what happened. If the judge determines the accusation was a lie, then the person who lied receives the same punishment they attempted to bring upon the accused person. In turn, the community sees that lying has major consequences, thereby deterring others from making the same mistake. And while I know in this room there are always a lot of lawyers, the message goes beyond the courtroom. We should never lie about another person, no matter our personal feelings about them. And when we hear something about someone else, we have a responsibility to maintain a healthy skepticism and pursue the truth ourselves. The Talmud teaches us the seal of the Holy One is truth. When we seek truth and speak truth, we emulate God. These days, this feels like a tall order. For those of us who engage on social media, put your hand up if you're a person who engages on social media. It's almost everybody. We know how difficult it can be to decipher what is true. Lest you think this is a problem of the millennial and Gen Z generations, adults who are 55 and older are much more likely to share political misinformation on social media. And we just did birthday blessings, so I know who you are. But don't worry, in other kinds of experiments, the 55-plus crowd is much better at identifying what's not true. Regardless, though, of our age, we are all susceptible to absorbing and disseminating false information. In 2018, Yale researchers conducted an experiment that showed that repeatedly showing people the same false information on Facebook increased their perception of its credibility. But just because we've seen something multiple times, Or in my case, just because someone I trust saw something on social media doesn't make it true. And now, in addition to all of the challenges social media presents, we have artificial intelligence. The other day, I asked ChatGPT, one of the AI forums, to help me format a lead sheet for a piece of music I was preparing. In case you didn't already know that AI is often inaccurate, this is what ChatGPT said to me. I also have one more suggestion from years of playing guitar at services. So just for fun, I asked, "You play guitar? How long have you been playing?" At which point, ChatGPT corrected the ridiculous statement. In doing some research on Jewish folktales, ChatGPT shared full, beautiful Hasidic stories with me, but when I asked for the source, it said, "I looked for it, and I actually don't think there is a reliable published source for that specific anecdote." I think you get the point. Our Jewish values call on us to seek truth and speak truth, and in 2026, that means being diligent and steadfast in our efforts and precise with our language. A story, not from AI, but from a book by Rabbi Joseph Teleshkin, there was a late 19th and 20th century rabbi known as the Chazon Ish. And he once asked a student to go to his study to retrieve a particular book. The rabbi was in poor health, and it was difficult for him to search his library. The student looked in the study, but came back empty-handed. "The book is not there," the student said. The rabbi looked at him and said, "Don't say the book is not there, because it is there. Instead say, 'I could not find it.'" The rabbi's brother-in-law walked into the study and found the book himself. About this story, Rabbi Teleshkin teaches that telling the truth is a habit, and one that we form by speaking precisely, even about seemingly insignificant matters. Without precise language and a commitment to truth, we can't fulfill the words found in our ancient text, Pirkei Avot, which teaches us to lead others to truth. I don't know about you, but I am the kind of person who wants to lead others to truth. And I never, ever want to spread misinformation, even if that misinformation involves someone or something with which I strongly disagree. On a hot summer day, over a lovely lunch, my friend led me to truth. And I am so grateful that she did. Accepting her correction was difficult, but it wasn't as difficult as owning that I had done the opposite of leading others to truth. And of course, the only option I had, if I wanted to do the right thing, was to admit it and correct it and try to do better next time, which I am. We have officially entered the Hebrew month of Elul, the month that immediately precedes Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Tonight, I implore all of us to ask ourselves, have I been a seeker of truth? Have I been a speaker of truth? If we can answer those questions honestly, we'll be well on our way to becoming more diligent in seeking truth, more courageous in speaking it, and more steadfast in standing by it. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. As Rabbi mentioned, we just entered the month of Elul. And during the month of Elul, we recite Psalm 27. In fact, you will begin to soon receive, if you haven't already, once a week, different meditations and songs from your clergy, us and the others, for Psalm 27. And among them will be this Pithuli, which you can find on page 7, I believe.
We rise for Aleinu on page 282.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula yotzer bereshit, shelo samyukeh haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot adama, shelo sam chalkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, manachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
We can be seated. We take a few moments to remember those who are no longer with us. And we've sadly had a lot of deaths in this congregation recently. And one of the things that I think is interesting for my family is they know that I do a lot of funerals. And I end up telling my husband especially, because my kids are little, but I end up telling my husband especially a lot of amazing stories about people. And those stories are so beautiful. And it's such an honor to carry those stories. And I want to encourage you, if you came here tonight to remember somebody, because it's a yard site or because you lost someone recently, nothing's stopping you from telling someone else a story about them at the ONEG or telling us a story about them, because that's really how we carry their memory forward. And so I invite you to every week, not just tonight, share those stories with each other because they're really beautiful to hear. And I've seen that especially this week in how my husband has just really been touched by some of these stories. Tonight, we're remembering the year anniversary or the time of year of the anniversaries of the deaths of Saul Alper, Roger Annenberg, Miriam Baller, Robbie Banker, Sylvia Benzinger, Roberta Bernstein, Harry Bernstein, Nina Birch, Estelle Birchman, Honor Brody Bodis, Francis Brock, Joseph Carroll, Harry Davidson, Aaron Dietz, Albert DeMarco, Jacob Edlovich, Fred Ehrlich, Bessie Ehrlich, Sol Areza, Carol Ann Uzent, Paul Frank, David Frank, Michael Freund, Julius Goldstein, Raphael Harsfield, Lena Hartstall, Teresa Hyde, Louis Hoppenmeyer, Bernard Katz, Sarah Sue Kaufman, Bernice Bunny Kaufman, Minnie S. Kern, William Quiroz, Bernard Kilsheimer, Renee Kraft, Leo Crosher, David Krizak, Benjamin Leibowitz, A. Ross Lerner, Dr. Abraham Ross Lerner, Bertha Stern-Levy, Pauline Lewis, Norma Liebling, Dorothy Lux, Jeanette Lux, Julius Mannheimer, Francis Milton, Marion Minkoff, Samuel Minster, Fedora Newfield, Wendy Oxman, Dr. Ella Oppenheimer, Phyllis Projansky, Arnold Quint, Stanley Rakuzen. Actually, I'm going to say Arnold Quint's name in a minute because it should be on the other list. Stanley Rakuzen, Anita Reiner, Sally R. Rich, Bella Rosenfeld, Ann S. Ross, Robert W. Ryan, Raymond E. Sallin, Pamela Saltz, Arthur William Scharfeld, Irvin A. Schloss, Ida K. Seidman, Babette Scher, Irene Sherman, Moses Silverberg, Leonard Sorkin, Mamie Sterling, Saul J. Tashoff, Sydney Weinreb, and Lucille Winston and Eleanor Stork. We remember those recently laid to rest. Jack Nesbitt, Avril Plotnick, Lionel Morris, John Jacob Mason, Laura Lee Schwartz, and Arnold Arnie Quint. If you have a name to add to our list, or if I accidentally mispronounced a name, I am getting to know all of our congregational names the longer I'm here, but if I did mispronounce it, please feel free to correct me as I place my hand around the room. We rise as one community on page 294. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei rabah, ve'alma divrach ureteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayeh dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala ubizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabah mevarach le'olam ulamei amaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudashah barichu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, ta'amin ran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'imromav, hu ya'asei shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all of Israel, to which we say, amen. We can be seated, and it's an honor, as always, to invite up a member of our board of directors, Tony Fleming, to share some announcements with us.
Thank you very much. It's like watching ABBA unplugged tonight. This is nice. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
The rabbi was very specific out front in her best Italian voice. She says, Tone, don't deviate from the paper. Read the paper.
Following it?
I'm following the paper. Is why I'm explaining to you about following the paper. So I'm going to stay on the paper and stay focused for fear of ending up in the trunk of a car. All right. However, this is supposed to come to you a few days. You're supposed to get it a day or two early, and your name is on here. However, it gave me a stage name, and that's where I want to go with this, and I'm reading it right now. So, Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm TBD, all right? Which makes me my cool stage name. Anyway, I'm Tony Fleming. Nice to meet everybody here. A member of the board. We have some wonderful opportunities to engage with WHC and the community in these next few weeks. How am I doing? Good? Great, thanks. Time is running out to support women of WHC through their annual Honey from the Heart fundraiser, right? Order honey by August 16th for free shipping. Who doesn't love free shipping, right? Before Rosh Hashanah, all right? I'm focused. Get ready for the Jewish New Year and prescription chickens Valerie Zweig at Our Fluss Density and Soul Matzo Ball Workshop. Bringing it tonight. That's happening Monday, August 31st, 6:30 p.m. here at the temple. All right? The high holidays are coming up. I'm hoping everybody knows, and we invite you to join us for 2 community memorial services at our cemeteries on Sunday, August 30th and Sunday, September 6th. Visit our high holiday hub for more about these services and everything else you need to prepare for the season. There's a lot of good stuff on the website right now. You can find more details for all of these events at WHCtemple.org events, or scan the QR code in that pamphlet that you all have here, and everything is there.
Wait, and I'm going to make one more. I'm going to interrupt you, as I also told you might happen.
This is so wrong.
So
I
want to make sure, because I know we have a lot of young professionals here tonight, that you know that we have a really amazing opportunity coming up. We have applications open for a special fellowship for American young adults to be in relationship with Israeli young adults. And what that will look like is intensive Zoom meetings, but also the Israelis are going to be coming to DC in February for us to host them here in our congregation and spend time with them. And then the people who get into the fellowship will also be traveling in May to Israel with me. And so please apply. If you know someone you should nominate for this, it's between 21 and 39, and it's being really generously funded by the Greater Federation, how do you say that? Jewish Federation of Greater Washington and the Morning Star Foundation. So please let me know if you have questions. How'd I do?
You're rocking it. You're almost like a professional. Shall I continue?
By the end of the summer, you're going to be a professional.
Yes.
I'll be here all week. To those of you who are new to WHC, thank you for joining us tonight. If you'd like to learn more about WHC or have any questions, our greeters and board members, if they would, the board members and greeters, please raise your hands. Yeah, these people are out in the lobby saying hi and helping us all through this. They'll be happy to chat with you at the ONEG tonight. Everyone, please take a copy of this week. The cantor has that right there. There's a QR code in the back for information on what's going on. And lastly, every Shabbat, we increase our joy by reciting Kiddush. This is a moment when we remember the miracle of Exodus and celebrate our freedom invite. We invite all children who are present tonight to come forward and lead us in the Kiddush. May the vision of these young people give us strength, pride, and hope in a brighter future.
She's coming. She's taking her time. Lou, come on. All right, Lou, stand up, because I want to give you the big cup, because you're the only kid. So come on,
you're
tonight.
going to stand up, and you're going to
get
remember,
you get
still
the
as a
Kiddush cup.
statue.
Yeah, you got to, don't spill.
Still as a statue with a smile on your face.
Okay, ready? Tongue in your mouth, though. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, b'shabbat kodsho v'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh b'reishit, ki hu yom tehila l'mikra'e kodesh, zecher l'yetziat Mitzrayim, ki banu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha'shabbat l'chaim.
Sip that down. It's pretty full.
You don't have to drink the whole thing.
Yeah, you don't. You
okay.
don't. Yeah, you don't even like the juice, right? You think it's too sweet? Is that what I remember? Oh, you love it.
Oh, you
now
love
you
it.
love it. You didn't like it 2 weeks ago. I don't know. You changed your mind.
It's your prerogative. It's all good.
Okay.
All right. Shall we join in challah? In motzi? Ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon.
You'll get it in a minute,
You'll get
I
them in a
promise.
minute. You really don't have to finish that.
You
by
can
the
put
way.
it down.
You can put it down.
Because we want to bless you and not be worrying about your juice spilling. Can you put it down for a minute? We'll let you take the cup with you over there.
Will we?
You can't keep it, but you can borrow it for tonight. But one day you'll have your bat mitzvah and you will get a beautiful Kiddush cup. That will
Yeah,
be
just
all
not
for
that
you.
one.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You did.
Good.
Yeah, I see. No, I know. I did notice that. You were close enough.
Come under.
All right, come on under. Okay, ready?
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichoneka. May God's face shine upon you and be gracious and kind to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God grant you wholeness and peace and lots of laughter and happy crawling. And we can all say, Amen.
Amen. All right, go and give your mom a really big hug as the rest of us turn to our closing song. We're going to do a little bit of, you can finish it, go ahead. Shalom Aleichem, which you can find on page 24. It's the same Shalom Aleichem we did before. And afterwards, we hope you will all join us in the lobby for the Onek Shabbat. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharem, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech HaChim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu,
Shabbat Shalom.